Rome, a city steeped in history and legend, began as a small village in Italy. Founded in 753 BC, according to tradition, it rose from humble origins. Legend tells of twin brothers Romulus and Remus raised by a she-wolf. Romulus became Rome's first king. The city was built on 7 hills, a strategic location for defense. In its early days, Rome was a monarchy ruled by kings. Rome's location on the Tiber River was also crucial. It provided access to trade and transportation. The Romans were skilled farmers and warriors. They gradually expanded their control over nearby territories. This expansion marked the beginning of Rome's journey to becoming a powerful empire. In 509 BC, the Romans overthrew their last king and established a republic. A republic is a government where citizens elect their leaders. The Roman Republic had a complex system of government with different branches. The Senate, made up of wealthy and influential citizens, held significant power. The Roman army played a crucial role in the republic's expansion. Roman legions were known for their discipline and effectiveness. They conquered neighboring Italian tribes and expanded into the Mediterranean region. Rome's victory in the Punic Wars against Carthage was a turning point. These wars secured Roman dominance in the western Mediterranean. As Rome's power and territory grew, so did its influence on the ancient world. The period from 27 BC to 180 AD is known as Pax Romana, or Roman peace. This era marked the height of Roman power and prosperity. Under emperors like Augustus, Trajan, and Hadrian, the empire reached its greatest geographical extent. Roman rule brought stability and order to a vast region. The Romans were known for their impressive engineering feats. They built roads, aqueducts, and public buildings that still stand today. Roman law and administration were highly influential. The Romans developed a sophisticated legal system that served as a model for later civilizations. During this time, Roman culture flourished, with advancements in literature, art, and philosophy. While the Pax Romana was a time of peace and prosperity, there were underlying problems. The vast size of the empire became increasingly difficult to manage. Maintaining the army and infrastructure required significant resources. The Roman economy relied heavily on slave labor, which hindered technological advancement. Social inequality widened, with a vast gap between the rich and poor. Political corruption and instability also began to plague the empire. Emperors faced assassination attempts and military coups. These factors, though seemingly minor at first, would eventually contribute to Rome's downfall. Section 5. Economic troubles, the empire's financial woes. By the 3rd century AD, the Roman Empire faced a severe economic crisis. Constant wars and overspending had depleted the treasury. Inflation soared and the value of Roman currency plummeted. The government struggled to collect taxes and pay its soldiers. Trade declined as the empire became less stable. The lack of economic opportunities led to social unrest and instability. People lost faith in the government's ability to solve the empire's problems. The economic crisis weakened the empire's ability to defend itself from external threats. Section 6. Barbarian invasions, pressure from outside forces. As Rome weakened internally, it faced increasing pressure from outside forces. Germanic tribes, known as barbarians by the Romans, began to migrate into Roman territory. These tribes were driven by various factors, including climate change and pressure from other nomadic groups. The Huns, a powerful nomadic group from Central Asia, also posed a significant threat. The Romans, once feared for their military might, now struggled to hold back the barbarian invasions. The army was overstretched and weakened by internal conflicts. The fall of Roman Britain in the early 5th century AD marked a significant loss of territory. Section 7. Political instability, internal conflicts, and corruption. Political instability further exacerbated Rome's problems. Emperors came and went quickly, often after short and violent reigns. Civil wars and power struggles became common, dividing the empire. Corruption and inefficiency were rampant in the government. The once efficient Roman bureaucracy became bogged down in inefficiency. The lack of strong and effective leadership made it impossible to address the empire's many challenges. The Roman people lost faith in their government and their future. The empire, once a symbol of unity and power, was crumbling from within. Section 8. The Fall of Rome, a defining moment in history. In 476 AD, a Germanic general named Odoacer deposed the last Roman emperor in the West, Romulus Augustulus. This event is traditionally considered the fall of the Western Roman Empire. The Eastern Roman Empire, centered in Constantinople, continued for another 1,000 years. However, the fall of Rome in the West marked the end of an era. It ushered in the Middle Ages, a period of significant change and upheaval in Europe. The fall of Rome was a complex process, not a single event. It was the culmination of centuries of decline, marked by economic troubles, barbarian invasions, and political instability. Section 9. Rome's Legacy, Enduring Influences on the Modern World. Despite its fall, the Roman Empire left an indelible mark on Western civilization. Roman law, language, architecture, and engineering continue to influence us today. Latin, the language of ancient Rome, is the root of many modern European languages. Roman architecture can be seen in buildings and structures around the world. The Roman legal system laid the foundation for legal systems in many countries. The Roman Republic's ideas about government and citizenship influenced the development of democracy. The rise and fall of Rome serve as a reminder of the cyclical nature of empires and the importance of learning from history.